Hey folks, I've got a 2005 Nissan Frontier that the shift cable came unhooked from the shift controller here while I was at work the other day, and I had to get in there to manually shift so I could go home. I'm going to show you how to take this console apart to get in there, and I'm also going to show you some of the tricks to not have to remove the whole entire console rather than just removing some of the stuff on top. So I'll show you how that goes. I've already had this apart, so I'm going to just kind of go through the motions of what I did to get to the point where I'm ready to put in the part. So the first thing you need to do, and I did this at work, is you need to just pop this up. It's got some spring-loaded clips that all you do is you get in there and grab and you pull straight up. And I'll show you the clips. You can see the clips there. You won't hurt anything. They just pops right out. Once you have that pulled out, then you can take this piece out, okay? And this one is the same situation. You just have to pull straight up on it. I think there's 4 clips that hold it in. And once you do that, you should be able to take that off as well, which I did at work as well. Okay. Now that leaves this. What I did to be able to shift this thing manually was there's a cable that comes in. Don't know if you can see that or not. Comes in, goes through a little bit of a plastic bracket. I know this is in the way, but it goes through a plastic bracket and then hooks into the handle below down in here. What I had to do was there was a clip. This clip was in there holding that in place. I pulled that clip off, and then I was able to pull the actual cable back out and then pull it out like this. To be able to shift now, I was able, and oh, by the way, make sure that your emergency brake is set because this will take it out of gear. You can pull on it. Pull on it here. Anyway, there we go. So I'm not sure what I'm in. Might be in drive, but you can feel the clicks. And I have to use both hands usually to shift this in and out. That's how I was able to come home. I've actually went to work and came back doing this. It's not that hard once you can get to it. At least if you're stranded, at least you know that you can get in there and pull that out and do it manually. So I ordered the proper bushing for that. I think it's called bushingfix.com or something like that. Anyway, I ordered that off of Amazon. I'm expecting that anytime right now. In the meantime, I was prepping to get in there and do the replacement. Well, it's down in here, and right now we can't get to it. I've seen other videos where they have actually taken out this whole console here. Well, I was looking for a way of not doing that because you have to take out several more screws to do that. So instead, what you need to do, as far as I can tell, is we can remove this. I've already had it out. But the trick is to use this painter's tool here. See that little hook there? You get in there and there's a black tab here holding the silver part down. All you do is you get underneath there, get the little lip, and pull away from it. Let's see if I can do that here, well, just with one hand. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, but it's no longer hooked in there. So now I got to just do this one. Let me get it right in there. There we go. Okay. And then it's the same on the other side. Let's see if I can do that here too. Zoom in there. See if I can see what I'm doing. Here we go. There we go. So I've got that loose. Something I probably showed you how to do already. Now that I've got this loose, I'm going to kind of turn it a little bit over like that. I got to get this back. It's locked in place. I can't do it unless I've turned the key, right? Well, there's a way of releasing it. There's actually a little red knob down there. Let's see if you can see that. There it is. Okay. This knob just needs to be depressed down just a little bit. Let's see if I can do that on the camera here. See if I can focus on that. There we go. Press that down, and then you should be able to click the button on the shifter and move it. Okay, folks, what I forgot to instruct you on first was to go ahead and remove this. To do that, you have to slide this down, this little thing. You might have to get, like I got this, and I went down there. It doesn't go down all the way, but it goes down far enough that what you'll see in there will be a clip, and that clip is this clip right here. So I use a needle nose to go in just like this and grab it and pull it out. So once I pull that out, then this just slides right off. So with that off, now I can remove this, and I can remove this. Now, if I want to move this, which I do, I just have to push that button down, push that down, and it'll move. So that's the trick right there. And the reason I'm doing that is because if I move this far enough, you will see there is where the shift cable hooks in. There's a little, like I said, there's a little bushing that goes in here that locks it onto that. Now I can actually reach this from here, and once I get that new bushing in here and I reroute it back through here, I should be able to pull it all the way out so it reaches in over to here. And then when I get that in place and I put that clip back in to hold it, then I should be able to pop this back on. That's my plan. Anyway, I'll show more when I'm actually doing it. Okay, we got the kit from Amazon. Hopefully you can see that. The part number is NI1KIT, and it was from bushingfix.com through Amazon. But that's what they gave me. It has the actual bushing here. There's some grease in the packet, and then there's this tool that's supposed to help you put it on. I don't know if we'll need it or not, but that's what we got. This right here is the bushing we're going to put on, and according to the site instructions, these tabs here, when you put it on here, need to face in towards the pin that it goes onto. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this on. Okay, I've taken some of the grease out of it, out of the little packet, and I put some in here, just a little bit around the edges here where I'm going to slide this in. And then I also am putting some on that pin in here that's going to slip onto, so that it gives us some lubricant on there. Okay, so we're supposed to be able to just press this in with your thumb. Use the tool if you need be, but it's supposed to go in there. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, but it's in there now. Again, the tabs will be facing that way. Now, hopefully you can see that. There's that's where the plastic piece is that holds this piece here. I need to get that back and push this underneath here like that, and then slide it back in. Got to be careful to align this so I can see the see it here, that it's gonna not go down the middle, it's gonna go off to the side. So I'm gonna move that over just a little bit while I'm fishing it through. Okay, I can see it down in there. I don't know if you can, it's right there. I'm gonna get it lined up in here where it belongs. There we go. So you can see it right there. There's a little lip right there. That's where this guy goes. And he's supposed to just slide back on there. I think I gotta bring it up a little bit. See if I can do that. It's not quite catching. It's off at an angle still. There we go. There. There. I believe that's it. Now, I can see it right there. It's lined up. I had pushed this to line up with it earlier. So now, I should be able to just push that on. And there it is. It's back on. Now it should be connected. Yeah. It's all connected. So now I got to put this thing back together. So I'm going to put that up just a little bit. And this needs to go back on. Somewhere like that. And this goes back on. Oh, by the way, I had another video where I talk about changing out that bulb. So if you see that other video, this is the part where I think I missed actually having it out here and you could see it. But this is how that's just twist locked in. From the bottom you twist it and pull it down, and then you can change the bulb out. Anyway, let's get back to this. Make sure that that's in there right. Yeah. Then you get this oriented in the right direction here. And this should just pop right in. And it did. Okay. Now, next thing to put on is this. This needs to be put back on. You can see there's some little guides over here and here. There's also some cuts right here and here. You got to get this all the way down to the point that that lines up with those, and it should if you get it all the way seated. That's when you put this clip back in. So we'll do that. Let's move that a little bit so it'll go down. Okay, it should be good to go, and I should be able to just put the clip back in. See if I can do it by hand or if I need this. I heard one side go in. Let's try it with the needle nose. There we go. Make sure it's all the way on. There we go. It went on. That goes back up. Should be ready to go. And then we are ready for this to go back on. And this should just kind of slide in there like that. Once it's lined up, oops, not quite. Got to get past that. There we go. Okay, now we're ready. Okay, that's on. And then I gotta pop this back in. And that just, oops, backwards. There we go. And that's it. It's ready to go. I can feel it in there. It's nice and stiff. We're ready to go. And now it engaged that lock, so I can't move it unless I hit that button here or turn the key on, put my brake on. So that was it. Hope this helps.